Hi everybody, this is Craig, the water guy. I hope you're doing well today. I've got over 33 years experience in the water treatment industry, and I am the CEO for Quality Water Treatment at qualitywatertreatment.com. Some of the We get calls every once in a while from people that are been visited by a local water treatment company trying to sell them a Clack water softener or a water softener with a Clack control valve on it. And they want to know if we know anything about Clack. And they want to know if we offer the Clack water systems. And the answer that we give them is we're very familiar with Clack because we used to sell Clack for about 2 or 3 years. That they had Clack in October 2010 decided they didn't want their system sold online. They want to protect the local dealers to give them something to sell on their own without competing against online sales. So what they did is they only made the Clack system available to your local dealers, and they made it to where the warranty is only covered by the manufacturer if that system is sold, installed, and serviced by the local dealer. So if you're the DIY type of person that wants to get a high quality system without spending a lot of money, the Clack system is not for you. Okay. With that said, a lot of people also ask, well, what do you have that is comparable? What about the Fleck 5600 SXT? I say, well, we do carry the Fleck 5600 SXT on our website right here. And the Fleck 5600 SXT has been around for many years, longer than Clack by far. They carry the same 5-year warranty as the Clack with a 10-year warranty on the tanks here, just like Clack's warranties. The difference is that, of course, you can buy the Fleck 5600 SXT online and buy it for a lot less money because you can purchase it and have it shipped directly to you and use our online videos and our instructions and our technical support that we offer you from the time you purchase it and for over the years to install the system and keep things running. Where the Clack system, local dealer, local install, local service. So it's going to cost you a lot more up front, of course, and it's going to keep on costing you if you need anything done to it. Okay. So that's the difference between the two. As far as the quality and features of the Clack valve versus the 5600 valve is that the Clack WS1EE valve, downflow valve in most cases, just like the 5600 SXT, so they're the same there. The Clack WS1 is a 1-inch ported valve, so you get a little higher flow rate and less pressure drop than you do the Fleck 5600. Uh, they're both downflow systems, like I said earlier, so they waste the same amount of salt and water per regeneration. They're not high efficiency systems, so they're both kind of outdated as far as that aspect of it goes. The main thing that Clack was really proud about is that they made the valve to where it's real simple to work on. There's no special tools needed to work on it. The spacers, seal kits, and the piston that could go out every 5 to 10 years. They're removable by twisting off the cap and pulling it out with a pair of pliers or your fingers and popping the new ones in. And that was a good selling point for us when we were selling Clack online for customers that were DIY folks that like to do everything themselves. But now that the Clack system is only available and serviceable through a dealer, that feature and benefits have pretty much gone away, in my opinion, because if you can't service it yourself, then who cares, right? So that was their main selling feature. Their other selling feature they had over the Fleck 5600 is that they had soft water brine refill. So they put soft water in a salt tank, which helps keep the injectors on the control valve cleaner, and it helps keep the resin a little cleaner through the regeneration process. Uh, Besides that, that's really the only difference between the Clack and the Fleck. Now, one thing I like to tell you folks is that Fleck and Clack do not make water softeners. They only make control valves, which is the top part right here. So the resin tank here and the brine tank here come from different manufacturers. So when you purchase a Fleck or a Clack water softener, regardless of who you purchase it from, That system is being built by a third party. So what that third party does is they buy the control valves in bulk, they buy the tanks in bulk, and they build the systems out per specification and ship them to the dealer or ship them directly to you. So you have to keep that in mind when you purchase a Fleck or a Clack systems. You really don't know in a lot of cases, dealing as a dealer, especially if they're drop shipping it for you, if this tank is of good quality. You don't know if it's a Clack tank, structural tank, impress tank, and they all have different qualities to them and different warranties as well, especially impress in comparison to Clack or structural. It doesn't have as good as a warranty. So they're not third party rated as a complete system. The components are rated third party, usually through WQA, but those are components only, not as a complete system. Okay. So then they ask us, well, is there anything out there that's even better than the Clack? And I say, yes, there is. We have a system that you call the Soft Pro Elite Basic. The Soft Pro Elite Basic water softener is manufactured by the second largest water treatment manufacturer in the world. Soft Pro is our brand. It's a registered trademark owned by Quality Water Treatment. We have been doing business with this manufacturer for almost 4 years now. The nice thing about this manufacturer is that they build this control valve for a lot of different companies under different brands. So later on down the road, it will never be a problem for you as far as getting service or parts for this control valve. The other nice thing about it is this manufacturer actually builds water softeners. So the valve and the tanks are all from the same manufacturer. We have these systems, we order these systems directly from the manufacturer and we drop ship them directly from the manufacturer to you. So there is no third party. There's no issues if there's ever a warranty. Nobody's ever pointing fingers at, well, it was the valve that caused the problem with the tank or the tank caused the problem with the valve. It doesn't matter because it's all the same manufacturer. It all falls on the same lap. Okay. The other thing is that the Soft Pro systems have a better manufacturer warranty than Fleck and Clack. Beats them hands down. The control valve has a 10-year warranty. The tanks have a limited lifetime warranty through the manufacturer. Clack and Fleck both have a 5-year control valve warranty and a 10-year warranty on the tank, depending on where that tank comes from. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that. Because the Soft Pro water softeners are built by one manufacturer, they are actually sent over to a company called IAPMO. IAPMO is a company that was founded by former employees of WQA, Water Quality Association. It's a third-party rating company that takes systems as a complete system. They run it through laboratory testing for approval. So the systems have been tested and stamped with a platinum seal through IAPMO water quality. And so the system is one of the very few systems sold in the industry, and I believe it's the only system sold online that actually has a third-party rating approval as a complete system. So that's a really nice feature because you know what you're getting. Number one, it's coming directly from the manufacturer. You know, number two, it's built as a complete system. You know, number three, it's been third-party certified by a third-party rating agency, and that's all they do. So they're guaranteeing that it's of utmost quality. So let's get the key features here. The Soft Pro Elite Basic system is 1-inch ported throughout. It gives you high flow rates, even higher than the Clack water softener does. The other thing is that's upflow technology with new age technology. The other systems, Clack and Fleck, are both downflow. They don't have new age technology, which I'll go over here with you in a second. So these systems, because of all the combined features of the technology, they save you up to 75% on salt and 64% on water every regeneration. If you size your system properly using our water softener sizing calculator, you will be saving an average of a family of four $220 per year in salt and water savings alone, folks. Those aren't numbers that are just pulled out of the sky for sales pitch reasons. Those are real numbers that were actually studied and founded by the manufacturer themselves. And then Quality Water Treatment, over 27 years of business, did the same thing. We went through all the studies, looked at all the data, and then went through and searched online and found all the features and as far as and price as far as the average cost of water across the nation for municipal supply, as well as salt costs purchased at Home Depot and Lowe's and what have you not. And then we crunched the numbers to see what the savings was between the Soft Pro system versus the Clack and the Fleck. And those are the numbers that we come up with, which you can find on our FAQ page if you want to look at those. So those are real numbers. A good water softener, a good quality water softener lasts 15 to 20 years, just based on the average of 15 years, let's just say, at $220 per year in savings for a family of four if you size the system properly. I believe that's over $3,300 a year in savings. Not a year, but $3,300 over 15 years in savings. That's a huge savings, folks. You can buy a lot of water softeners for that. So the Soft Pro water softener is actually a softener that pays for itself, and it continues to pay you after it's paid for itself in a short period of time. Your Fleck and your Clack water softeners, yeah, Clack is actually going to cost you more money than Soft Pro because you have to go through that dealer. You're stuck on the service aspect of it. You cannot install it yourself. And so you're going to pay a lot more money, and it's going to keep costing you money in the serviceability and the maintenance aspect of it because it doesn't save you that salt and water like the software does. Fleck, now you can find Fleck online just like you can on our site, okay? But again, the Fleck is going to continue to cost you money, and basically it's going to cost you more money over the software. You might save $100, but for the same size system, but within the first year, you've spent that plus some. Okay, so going to the other features on the Soft Pro Elite Basic, we use a 10% cross-link resin internally instead of your Clack systems. Normally come with 8%. Your Fleck systems do come with 8%. The 10% resin is a nice feature to have because it's more durable against chlorine and chloramine. It doesn't break down as easily, it lasts longer, and gives you better performance over the years. Chlorine and chloramines is used to disinfect municipal water for bacteria reasons before it gets to your home, and it's enemy number one to resin beds. That's what basically depletes the resin beds and ruins them. So that 10% resin is nice to have to prolong that process. Um, the other feature that you have here is that the new age technology features. Okay, so I'll go over those with you real quick. The reverse flow regeneration with precision brining. Traditional downflow softeners, Fleck and Clack, traditional downflow softeners deplete the unused portion of the resin bed with every regeneration. It's like draining the gas tank in your car every time before you fill it up. Okay. Reverse flow regeneration drives the hardest minerals up through the already depleted resin and out to the drain, saving both salt and unused portion of the resin for future use. Clack and Fleck don't have that feature. They basically push the water all the way up through the resin bed, and any resin that wasn't depleted before is now going to be depleted because you're pushing the hard water up through it and pushing it out through the drain, wasting water and salt both. The precision brining saves additional salt by pre-making only 70% of the brine. Fleck and Clack use 100% of the brine every single time. And just before the regeneration, the new age on the computer system on here calculates the precise amount of brine top off needed to regenerate only the depleted resin bed, which saves an additional 30% on salt per regeneration. So with all those technologies with the upflow involved, that's how you get your salt savings. The water savings comes with a municipal backwash cycle preset. It reduces backwash frequency for clean water supplies. Municipal water, also known as city water, is fairly clean water. You usually don't have iron, sediment, stuff like that you would normally have with a private well. So it doesn't need to backwash, do a complete backwash every time, which is where a lot of your water waste is on your traditional systems like the Clack and Fleck system. So this system only does a partial backwash on the regenerations and does a full only when needed every seventh regeneration. So it saves you a lot of water. It has a sanitary system flush, so if the system senses that you're not using water for 7 days, it'll do a quick backwash just to keep the resin fluffed and clean and keep bacteria from growing within the system. It has a soft water quick charge mode. Now, this is a nice feature. Let's say you're using water. System senses that, hey, you know what, you only have 3% reserve left of soft water, and I don't think you're going to make it through the day based on the amount of water you've used so far today and your previous use before that. So I'm going to go ahead and go through a 15-minute quick regeneration cycle and get you back in soft water for the rest of the day. Your Clack and your Fleck systems don't have that feature. The nice thing about this feature is, number one, it keeps you in soft water. If you pull hard water into your water lines, and especially your hot water heater, the hot water heater, it would take at least a day to clean out completely before you're back in 100% soft water, which means dishes, bathing, laundry, anything you do during that time is only going to be partially treated with soft water. So it's a really nice feature to have. It has soft water brine tank refill, just like the Clack has, but the Fleck does not have. So that helps keeps things cleaner, and you're brining with soft water instead of hard water. So all in all, those are all the key features of why the Soft Pro is so much better than the Clack and the Fleck. Number one manufacturer for everything, with 27 years of support from us, as well as the 50 plus years of business of the manufacturer. Drop shipped directly from the manufacturer, third party rated. Clack and Fleck do not offer any of that. 10-year warranty on the control valve compared to Fleck and Clack 5-year. Lifetime on the tank compared to Clack and Fleck 10-year warranty. And then the upflow regeneration with all the new age technology, saving you up to $220 per year for a family of 4 if you size the system properly using our sizing calculator. So that's all the features and benefits, folks. I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, visit us on our website at qualitywatertreatment.com. You can also contact us from there, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you, and have a great day.